Hi guys, rise and shine. We grind. We are all fine, and the sun shines for yours and mine. My name is Tyrone, and welcome back to my show. Today, I would like to talk about confidence and pride. I mainly feel like I have to talk about confidence and pride because of the fact that we kind of get confused on the definitions. We see the word, but we kind of get confused on the definitions of confidence and pride. I feel like in terms of confidence and pride, there is a misconstrued factor between them. Sometimes we can think that pride is confidence and confidence is pride. Um, but I'm here to tell you that there is a big definition or a big difference when it comes to these two because of the fact that pride has a lot to do with boasting or not getting a sense of acknowledgement, so you feel like you need to show it off to everybody, you know what I mean? And confidence is being able to show people your accomplishments, you know what I mean? Not out of boast, but out of humility, to say that guys, I've achieved something great that I've been trying to achieve within my life that I haven't achieved. Um that can be a form of humbly humble confidence, I should say. Now, the state of confidence, I feel, is the state of feeling overly courageable, brave, or self-assured, or impassive. You can be an impassive person being a confident person. I feel that it has a lot to do with seeing knowledge or attaining knowledge about oneself, but it also has to do with acknowledging and acknowledging and being able to talk about those things without feeling shy, without feeling nervous, without feeling any of those forms of like anxious emotions, you know what I mean? It definitely Confidence is definitely one of those main boosters that helps in terms of being able to explain your being able to explain the things that you would want to explain to a person, such as um, getting an 100 on your test. You know what I mean? That's the most simplest thing, is being able to tell people, or just here's the easiest example: getting a passable grade on the test, such as a 65 or a 70. You know what I mean? And being able to have the confidence in showing that person that you at least passed the test. You know what I mean? And I feel that that's where confidence comes from. It comes from being able to identify your achievements and being able to receive recognition in a way where you're not standoffish. I feel that pride has to do with the state of feeling overly confident in terms of being standoffish, and it has a lot to do the with acting on every emotion. You know what I mean? It has a lot to do with acting on emotion. When we are prideful, I feel that we tend to act off of, hey, look at me, you know what I mean? Kind of being a show off, hey, look at me, look at my new sneakers, look at my new sneakers, and that's not, you know what I mean, confidence is being able to step out of shy a shy comfort zone and being able to identify each and every one of your accomplishments without feeling nervous, without feeling anxious, without feeling like you can't explain that to somebody, you know what I mean? I feel that pride comes from, it can either come from a home factor, it can come from something that you've picked up from someone else or something else. I feel that it has a lot to do with picking up different emotions and different types of attitudes from different people and mixing those all together and thinking that it could be something that helps you. um and pride is one of the main things that men have, or just people in general, because everybody has it in general. But I feel that pride is a man thing mostly because of the fact that there's so many things that we deal with when it comes to our masculinity, in terms of the way we respond, in terms of what answers we give. It could definitely be a factor of pride. And that's why we have to choose the way we respond, choose the way our tone goes, choose the way to choose a way to react, a different way to react to certain situations, because it can definitely identify a sense of pridefulness. Um, confidence leads to a boost in oneself. It can definitely have a sense of or high senses of feeling high self-esteem. You know what I mean? It could definitely make us feel it could definitely make us feel our abilities and our capability within ourselves to accomplish what we want to. Um, in terms of confidence is definitely one of those things, like it's like if you get encouragement from your friend and they're telling you you can do it, and then you're saying to yourself, okay, I got this, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Stuff like that it gives you that high sense of self-esteem, and it kind of builds you up for that thing you're trying to achieve. And when you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you know what I mean? All of that stuff and ties with confidence. If you get up in the morning, you know what I mean, you get yourself together, you brush your hair, take a shower, do this, did that, did that. You know what I mean? That's a form of self-confidence. Um, especially when it comes to the emotion. It comes in emotional forms, it comes in mental forms, and it comes in physical forms. um I feel that pride, on the other hand, is based on boast and ego. um Thinking that a person could know it all, you know what I mean? A lot of people that are prideful, they don't leave room to attain knowledge. um they think that they have all of the answers for the earth, you know what I mean? And that's where a sense of show-offy tendencies come in, and leaving yourself pig-headed, leaving yourself, oh, I know it all. I think you know what I mean? Having that sort of standoff attitude could definitely leave room for accomplishment, or leave room for not being able to learn from somebody else. Um, I feel that is definitely where a sense of pride comes from, is thinking that you're knowledgeable in everything that you do. You know what I mean? And that's been a problem for a lot of people that I've seen. You know what I mean? Just growing up. Um, confidence, confidence can lead to forms of humility and thankfulness. It can lead to being able to accept what you have accomplished, because a lot of people, they have a hard time accepting what they've achieved, and thinking that they need to achieve more in order to get a certain recognition, or a sort of recognition from somebody, or just, you know what I mean, they feel like they need to work harder on it. And I'm here to tell you that humility and thankfulness starts within yourself. Once you start to realize the things that you have accomplished along the way, that is when a lot of those people will start to realize your they will start to realize your confidence when it comes to approaching these things. I feel that being humble and thankful for the confidence, or humility and thankfulness being a contribution towards confidence can definitely be something helpful in terms of confidence, and it just could be something that boosts. It can be definitely something that boosts your confidence in the positive way or in a positive aspect. I feel that pride leads to a deep sense of self, but it leads to a deep sense of self to a point where you leave nothing but yourself. You leave nothing but nothing. You leave nothing for anybody else, but everything for yourself. Is what I wanted to say. Pride. When you're prideful, you tend to always think about yourself. You tend to always think about self. Um, when you're prideful, you tend to think about all of the accomplishments, all of the achievements that you've accomplished, but you never get a sense of an expanded mind. You become narrow-minded when you're prideful. I feel like you're very narrow-minded when you're prideful, um, and it could lead to a sense of not being able to see, or basically devaluing others. You know what I mean? Leaving you to be a show off and a bully. I feel that prideful people definitely have a sense of bullying and a sense of being show offish, especially when that person doesn't have what they have. Um, I feel that it is imperative for a it is imperative for prideful people to see this within themselves, because if they don't see this within themselves, then they will just continue to keep on doing it. But I also feel that you can devalue yourself when it comes to pride yourself, thinking that you know the answers, thinking that you know all of the answers, thinking that you're the biggest and you're the baddest. It's just not good for a person's persona to have that type of approach when it comes to people, because a lot of people, when it comes to pridefulness, they feel a sense of like feel like they need to pull themselves back, and that's not what we want. We want to be able to identify what a person is going through on the inside, and I feel that I feel that identifying what a person might be going through is what can help people make that shift within themselves. We can't shift for people, but we can offer the advice, you know. Um, I also feel that pride has to deal with a lot of deep, it has to deal with a state of deep pleasure or satisfaction towards self worth. Um, Meaning that in the things that you accomplish, you can feel deep, deep pleasure or deep satisfaction for those things. Meaning, like, if you were a basketball player and you've seen the way that you play and you've had this deep satisfaction or the deep pleasure of just being able to play, and you know how good you are, you know how you play, stuff like that, and ties with pride. And pride is one of the main factors that we just need to alleviate from our situations, because sometimes we can get confidence and pride mixed up, and sometimes we can think that pride is what we need. But in the Bible, it tells us that we shouldn't be prideful. It tells us that we shouldn't be prideful. You know what I mean? It tells us so many things about pride that isn't good. Um, the reason I felt like I wanted to touch up on pride is because pride and confidence is because of the fact that, like I said, there's so many people that think that pride is a good thing. Think that pride is a good thing. like Proverbs chapter 11 verse 2 says, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Meaning, when pride comes, because it's a form of boast, it's the form of saying you, because a lot of people don't realize that within their pridefulness, you can definitely be over prideful. You could be prideful for the thing that you've already, you know what I mean, thanked yourself for, because we thank ourselves for a lot of things. So it's like when we overthink ourselves, or we just look into that specific thing, it could definitely lead us into being prideful. um I feel that it's important to bring about the existence of pride and confidence, because we get pride and confidence mixed up, you know what I mean? And we try to we try to interpret those things, but we just wind up getting them mixed up. We wind up getting the category mixed up. I feel that, in short, pride can be a form of showing off, while confidence can be a form of acknowledging, it could be a form of humility, and it could be a form of saying, here's what I accomplished, instead of a overly confident type of stature. Um, I wanted to make this video a little bit short, but get to the understanding of pride and confidence. So I hope this video was a blessing to you guys. If it was, please leave a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely leave some more videos and shorts as well. I want to start creating shorts. But I love you guys. Hope this video was a blessing, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.